Right now, you're expecting me to tell you how many days that I've been on NoFap for, what streak I'm on. And that's the exact problem and the reason why you're struggling to make any progress. Imagine when you play video games. How many attempts does it take for you to complete the mission? Several times, right? How come you're expecting perfection on this thing? The thing that we've been programming our brains to do, to fapping onto screens. We've been doing it. We've been having a 12-year career at doing that. But when you expect to accomplish day 90, day whatever, when you have that expectation, you're only going to feel so much more down when you don't complete it to day 30, day whatever. And I think of it as like, I used to play, can't even speak. I used to play NBA 2K, like on the Nintendo Switch. And I wouldn't even be doing the online playing with other people. I'd just be doing the offline, career mode. You know, when it's offline and then you're just in this virtual world, and I just build up my character. Again, I wouldn't even be playing, and I wouldn't even be getting the social benefits from this. I would just be playing offline by myself in a fake world. And with basketball games or any kind of sports, you can lose some games, but you can still win the championship at the end, right? So in basketball, there's like this regular season, that's like 80 something games, and no team, not even Michael Jordan, has gotten like a perfect regular season where they won all of the 80 games, right? But they've still gone on to win to the championships. And it's kind of like that. It's whichever basketball team you're watching, or when they get to like 20 games win streak, which is quite rare, by the way, but what, are they going to feel sad that they lost the 21? Actually, yeah, they will be. But the overall mission, the vision of the championship, that's still attainable. That is still attainable, even though if you lose a few games. The point is that the overall picture, at the end of it, is you got to get more wins than losses. And the more you progress, the wins will significantly, be bigger than the losses. And I think that's where I've went wrong. I've beat myself up for relapsing after a week. I would beat myself up for getting really high, as in like I'd reach 2 months, 3 months, and then I'd relapse. And instead of focusing on the win, that, oh wow, I've actually did it with 2 months, something I've never done in the 12-year career of fapping. I didn't take the time to acknowledge the win, that, oh wow, I've did something I've never done before, which is not fapping for X amount of time. And I would just be focusing on the number, the streak, the day, whatever. Before I found out about NoFap, I would be in a relationship, a few relationships with some loving, feminine girls. And again, this is before I knew about fapping, that fapping is bad for you. I would be having sex in the relationship on top of watching porn and Instagram models. And I can look back at it. I can look back at it now, but I didn't know at the time the frustration I was having. Like, why am I not feeling motivated to fuck my girl? Why am I not feeling motivated to do anything else? And this is where I went wrong as well. When I get the girl, I'd stop going to the gym, because all my sexual energy was everywhere, was to the girl. a girl I couldn't even trust. It was going to the phone screen. It was going to the Instagram models. It was going to the people in my class. yeah, it's mad. So I would just be frustrated, like it wasn't connecting. Like, I'd gone to the gym to attract a beautiful partner, but still I wasn't satisfied. This is the weird thing about it as well. During those times when I had a girlfriend, my Pornhub searches, they would be I would just be describing my girlfriend, but in the Pornhub search, which is so weird, right? Because I have a beautiful girl right there, but I couldn't wait the 2 days to see her next. I just had to get that bus in right now. And again, I didn't know why I felt so directionless. I didn't know why I didn't feel purposeful. During that time, I wasn't really like content with life, because I knew I had so much potential, but I didn't realize why I was so foggy. Actually, no, I wasn't even foggy. I had no direction to go. So it couldn't even be foggy because I just had no idea where to go in the beginning. Watch it, like, it was only a few years ago, but looking back at it now, it's just so crazy to me. Like, how can you waste your seed with a girlfriend? Like, that's a lot of things we can talk about there, and how it affects the relationship and how you see each other and stuff like that. But I've told this story before, that during a Valentine's Day where my girlfriend showered me with some thoughtful gifts, I couldn't even concentrate when I was giving her thanks, because when I looked at her to give her a thank you for the gifts on Valentine's Day, all I could picture was the Instagram model, the porn star that I just bust to, like that day, a couple of days before that. And again, it's so weird because my Pornhub search is related to the characteristics of what my girl is. So yeah, it's just because at that point, when you work so hard to go to the gym to get the girl, how could I be so empty? How could I feel so empty when, I finally did all the good habits and got the girl? It's because when we're wasting our seed, when we're wasting the action that brought you on this earth to be watching this video right now, if we're wasting that tells our body, and I was doing an overkill, right? I was watching porn as well as like having sex several times a week. When we're constantly giving that action to our body, what we're telling our body is that we've accomplished, because the mission for a male life is to reproduce. So the fact that we're just giving our bodies signs that we're accomplished through the busting to my girlfriend and to the phone screen, that's what I just kept telling myself. I'm accomplished. So of course, why would then my biology, why then would my body want to go out and do anything? That's why I stopped going to the gym every time I got a girlfriend. That's why it's just a weird level of emptiness. It's like post-nut clarity without the clarity. It's so strange looking back at it now. And people say that the best NoFap benefit is forgetting about NoFap completely. And I agree to that, but I think there's another level to it, which I will get into. So I run I make videos on YouTube, and the purpose behind it is to save young men's lives by stopping childhood traumas. Essentially, I want to make them aware of their childhood traumas so that they can heal it in this lifetime, so that then they wouldn't have to pass it on to their kids or pass that frustration on to their future family and their wife. And I'm not an expert. I don't have a degree in NoFapology or anything like that. However, I feel like the people who needs to hear my message will resonate with me more than a 50-year-old psychology professor who doesn't understand the softcore TikTok porn that's out there. So I'm not an expert, but I feel like me telling my story and how I overcame it in a way that is relatable to them, I feel like that is much more impactful than, yeah guys, make sure you block the websites with these Chrome extensions, and like, you know, like the dry factual stuff, and like just, yeah, I just feel like people can relate to me more when I tell them that I'm 13 years old and I'm busting to YouTube because porn's not even like doing me good anymore. And yeah, stuff like that, bro. So then that's a big message. I've shifted my way of thinking. That I used to think like, oh yeah, I'm making YouTube videos. But the more I like go into this, I realize that my work is so important. I'm not making YouTube NoFap videos. I am saving years of lives. No, I'm saving years of frustration in young men's lives, which then saves their family, their future wife, their family situation right now. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm journaling about how I can spread this message better. Because if I had learned this sooner, I definitely would have saved years of frustration. And I'm currently rereading Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. And why I've been inspired to make this video is that people say the best NoFap benefit, or Hamza says that the best NoFap benefit is to forget about NoFap completely. And up until like rereading this book, I appreciate how much I don't think about NoFap. Like, deep it, I just remember not too long ago, NoFap was all on my mind. How many weeks am I on? How many, just like constantly watching the NoFap YouTube, constantly watching the NoFap YouTubers, all these tips and tricks. And that was, even though I was trying to help myself, that was actually fogging my mind, because instead of focusing on goals, I'm focusing on more of the trauma, more of the programmed behavior. And again, because I'm focusing more on not doing the thing, it just made it so much worse when I did relapse. So then I forgot about, I've just kind of forgot about like NoFap, and that's a pretty nice thing in itself. But when I'm doing more of the research to like get this message across of improving your life and the importance of it. I'm doing like research to kind of put myself back in that like mental frame. So I'm on the Reddit NoFap page, and I can't believe, well, two things. I can't believe that I was using Reddit. Like, I can't believe there was a time that I was using Reddit. And also, looking at the struggles in the forum about how people are struggling this and with that, and they're on day 7 and they really want to relapse, and like, yeah, and it's just a lot of nostalgia, a lot of nostalgia, if you could say, just of what I went through. And why it kind of shocks me is that it wasn't long ago, but I literally don't think about it, and that's the I take that for granted. The reason why I'm bringing up NoFap, I think the next level to the best benefit of NoFap is to share your story and help someone who was once in a similar position to you, and you just never know. That could literally save years of their lives, they're literally their family, and all this is basically a cope to say that I wish my dad was on NoFap. I'm not gonna dwell anymore on that, but yeah, just scrolling down these now, it's just very I can feel like the need for this. And you might be saying, oh, but self-improvement YouTube is oversaturated and NoFap content is oversaturated. Okay. How come there's more, I wouldn't even say there's more types of porn, it's different variants to it. There's levels of softcore porn on TikTok. That's like not really porn, but like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Even I deleted Instagram. I deleted it recently, and after 6 months of logging back on, I just realized that why are all my co-workers naked? Like, the people I work with, these aren't Instagram models, these aren't, like, you get what I'm saying? These are just like normal people that I know in my life. But once I took a step back from using Instagram, when I come back, it's just so much more potent. It's so obvious and clear, like, damn, like, it's not even about porn anymore. It's not even about TikTok. It's literally the people in your daily life, people in your class, the people you work with, like, that, those are the triggers. It's not just about this porn, that porn. Even YouTube, like popular entertainment YouTubers are collaborating with porn stars. Like, these entertainment YouTubers whose audience are 12-year-olds, and they're collaborating with porn stars. This and like seeing the struggles that is still continuing on the NoFap subreddit. This, yeah, bro. I don't think it's saturated. I think the message of improving yourself through NoFap, meditation, working out. This message needs to be heard more now than ever, because talking about the new variants on TikTok and Instagram co-workers, bro, you've been hearing about the VR stuff, right? Bro, like, yeah, bro. A topic gets me real invested when I'm sweating. That's crazy, but yeah. Love.